Okay, now that we've finished building our first drop effect, let's go back to that, our drip effect. Here it is. We're going to go ahead and add it to our Pixie Dust trail. So let's go back to that. I'm going to do a little housekeeping here first. Let's add a couple of folders here. Let's call it comp. Let's add a comp folder. And let's add a pre-comp folder. Okay. And I'm going to take all of my drips here, put them into the pre-comp folder. And my Pixie Dust bill, let's put that into the comp folder. So that's just for organization purposes. So here we are in our Pixie Dust Trail comp. I'm going to right click in it and open up a new solid. And we need to make the solid the same size as the comp, which it already, we just hit this button here. This is great. Let's call this solid drip 1 layer. All right, and okay. And what we're going to do is use our drip 1. So let's go up to our pre-comp, drag it into our comp here as our particle, which I'll be showing you how to do first. I'm going to just highlight that, hit the dot here, so we can just select that only. And we can see our drip. There's our drip. All right, that's going to be our particle. Let's go ahead and shut that off. And let's go back to our drip 1. All we have to do now is add the particle generator to this layer. So let's go up here to layers, our effects. So there it is, particular. There we go. In particular, this is the preset for the particular there that it generates right out of the box. Let's turn everything off except for that particular layer, our drip layer that we're working on. Okay, so let's set it up. Let's go to our emitter, and now we're going to have our emitter emit about let's say 11 particles per second. Okay, and we're going to keep this at 0 because we've already created a custom particle. Everything else stays the same. All the linear and all this stuff stays the same here. And let's see, this all looks good. Let's go down to velocity here. Let's make some changes here. Let's make this about 11. And we still want some randomness with this so it keeps the organic look that we were going for. Or actually no, since we actually have a custom built particle, let's just take this to 0 because we're not going to be using the particles from here. Distribute, let's just change this to 1. And we don't need the motion because once again we're not using the particles from here. We have a custom particle. And I think we're all done here. We can set this to 0, random seed. Okay, so let's close that up for the emitter. And what we're going to do down here, go to particles, and we're going to be using our custom built particle that we made. We can still adjust the size and things like that, but let's go ahead and go in here and pick sprite. And when you do that, you have to come over here to where textures are. Let's roll that down, and we have to select, we're going to be picking this drip that we pre-built as our new particle. So we'll go into here as our layers, and there it is, drip 1. And what we wanted to do is start at birth and only play once. We don't want it to play the stream. We want each drip to play one at a time. There we go. So that's all good there. And what else do we have here? Let's bring the size up a little bit of this to about 40 so we can see it once it starts. There it is. So it starts, we can actually see the drip once it starts using it. There it is. And basically, since it's not attached to the trail, it's just sort of all spewing out at this point. We're going to have to attach it to the trail, Pixie Dust trail, and we'll do that in just a second here. As for randomness, we still want it to be various sizes, our particle. So let's turn this up to about 42. We want it to 100% occupancy. We don't have to do anything else there because we're using a pre-built particle. We're good here. The only other thing we have to do is have some gravity, because we do want, so we'll go to the physics, twirl that down, to be able to have this fall away. So right now let's set it at 100, and we're going to have to probably do some adjusting. There we go. So there we go. Now the next step of this is to actually add it to the trail. We'll do that in the next topic. So bye for now.